right, team, we are back for another episode on the Weight Loss for Women 40 Plus podcast with Josh. So, we're talking about alcohol today. I've been seeing it pop up a little bit recently. So, actually, I was just chatting to a client yesterday, and she was like, the most powerful lesson she has learned being in the program is learning about alcohol, how it works, how it affects fat loss. So, this client's been in the program for a couple of weeks. She's down a couple of kilograms, but she had a pretty tumultuous journey over the last 10 years. So I knew when she started, when I was talking to her for the first time, she's like, she had a lot of doubt and a lot of fear, which makes sense. Like, you don't get to 40, 50, 60 years old trying to lose weight for the first time. Like, it is so bloody rare that I jump on with someone and they're 48 years old. They're like, look, to be honest, this is the first time I've ever tried to lose weight. Not really our demographic. Most ladies that we've worked with have tried multiple diets. They've tried multiple fads, different modalities, personal trainers, classes, working out from home, Pilates, fucking water aerobics, you name it, ladies have tried it. So this lady had really tried a lot of things, and her weight had only been going up in the last couple of years. Now, first couple of weeks of the program, she's down a couple of kilograms, absolutely crushing it. So I wanted to have a conversation with her. I'm like, hey, like, what are some of the wins that you had? And she's like, look, to be honest, once I had that talk with my coach around alcohol, it really made a lot of sense why I wasn't seeing a lot of progress in the last 10 years. Because she had tracked her calories. She had done she felt like all the right things. Exercise regularly, tried to have the good sleep. There had been periods where she cut out sugar, no carbs, and she was just flabbergasted. She couldn't understand why she wasn't seeing progress. So I'll teach you the lesson now. I've gone through it in previous podcasts, maybe like 100 podcasts ago, talking about the effect of alcohol on fat loss. Now, here's the biggest lie. Most people believe that if you go from like a high calorie alcoholic drink to a low calorie, if I get my fucking words right, alcoholic drink, that's going to be fine. As long as it's low calories, it's perfect. That's good to go. So if I need to eat 1,500 calories for the day, I have 1,000 calories of food, I have 500 calories of alcohol. Technically, the maths adds up. But that's what we call janky fat loss math. That is not actually how it works when it comes to losing weight. Yes, it's about a calorie deficit, but alcohol is what we call the fourth macro. So there's three macros. There's proteins, there's carbs, and there's fats. Alcohol is something that we consume, and it kind of fits under a carbohydrate, but it doesn't really. Alcohol in itself is a poison. Now, how do we know that it's a poison? Well, let's run through this basic example. If you have a couple of drinks, you're tipsy. If you have a lot of drinks, you're drunk. And if you have too many drinks, you die of alcohol poisoning. So alcohol poisons the body. Now, I actually very much enjoy alcohol. I love a good cocktail, like fuck yeah, amaretto sour, good times. So I enjoy alcohol. So I'm not here to tell you that alcohol is the devil and you should never drink it and just bash the crap out of it. I think alcohol's great. Now, when it comes to fat loss, I think alcohol is very terrible. Let me tell you why. So because alcohol is a poison, and because your body would prefer to be alive than it would to be lean and looking sexy, alcohol inhibits fat loss. So what alcohol does when it goes into the body, it's a poison. Your body's like, oh my God, there's a poison in the body. Shut off all the unnecessary functions or dial them right down until we process this alcohol. So 1 to 2 standard drinks can shut your fat burning mechanisms down for up to 24 to 48 hours. Ooh, that's a little bit crazy. So if you're the have a glass of wine after work type person and you work out every day and your food's pretty good, but you're not seeing results, this may be your culprit. Now, it's not just the alcohol calories that are going to get you. So obviously you've got to account for the calories, but the way that the body functions, you've got to process it, you've got to get rid of it, you've got to detoxify it. Your body does not give a flying fuck about how you look. Your body's one job is survival. That is it. Now, whether you're 200 kilograms or you're 50 kilograms, your body's job is survival. So if you're drinking alcohol and you're trying to lose weight, which one of those things is more important? The processing of alcohol so you survive, because if alcohol stays in your system, you will die of poison. Or is it to lose body fat and look good, aesthetically pleasing? Your body doesn't care about the latter. And this is where most people get it wrong. They just don't understand the function of alcohol in a fat loss phase. Now, when you're trying to maintain your weight, it absolutely has no fucking bearing on your weight. As long as you're, like, let's say, all right, let's paint the example. Let's say you're 68 kilograms, you're happy as Larry, that's where you want to stay. And we're in a maintenance phase. You're eating a couple of thousand calories, you're burning a couple of thousand calories, great, you're maintaining your weight. If alcohol is in the mix and you're not in a calorie surplus, then it's not going to affect you because we're tracking the calorie side of things. Alcohol is only detrimental in the terms of when we're talking about weight loss, has other effects when it comes to losing body fat. So when you're in a calorie deficit, it's going to nullify a lot of the effects of what you're trying to achieve here. Now, it is not just that, it is the flow-on effect. So if you have a couple of drinks, and this is mainly for women over 40. Like, it's like when you're young, you can get away with fucking anything. So don't bring your horse shit up about like, oh, when I was younger, I don't give a fuck. We're not talking about when you're younger. We're talking about now. So alcohol also affects your sleep. So when you have alcohol in your body, particularly at nighttime when you're going to bed, what's going to happen is it's going to greatly reduce, almost diminish the ability to get into your deep REM cycles, rapid eye movement levels of sleep. This is the restorative sleep. So if you're not having really good, deep restorative sleep, you're also not going to burn much body fat. Your body's not regulating its hormones properly. Metabolism's going to have a chink in the armor. Your ability to burn and release body fat also goes down. So we're getting a cascading effect of the effects of alcohol. So it's going to affect your sleep. What the next thing that happens is alcohol's a diuretic. So what happens is you're probably going to want to go to the toilet more. So now we're going to have not as good sleep. It's not as deep. You're getting up to go to the toilet more frequently, more disruption to sleep. What do you think is going to happen the next day? Now, if it's not a hangover, you're going to be less rested. Energy's not going to be that good. Motivation's going to be affected. Now, because you're feeling tired, you're more than likely going to get cravings. So we're going to want to eat crappier food. So now you're probably going into a calorie surplus. So alcohol, it's not just the moment of drinking. It has a full cascade of negative effects for the next day, even the following day, depending how hard you go at it. And this is why it is very fucking difficult to lose weight when you're drinking alcohol. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. I don't care if you drink a bottle a night. I have literally worked with clients that are knocking down 2 bottles of wine a night. I've worked with different ladies that are working a full bottle of gin every week. Like, we have worked with some pretty hectic situations. And we did the same thing. Our job isn't to tell people not to do it. You tell someone, don't drink alcohol, they're going to fucking do it. Going to act like a child and just rebel. And that's fine. That's okay. We understand the psychology of our clients. But when you give someone the information, it is then a choice that they can make with all of the data for what they want to do next. And this is why we do the podcast. I want to give you the information so you can make a decision that is in the best interest of the future goal, future version of yourself that you want to get to. Now, if you're trying to lose weight and you're holding tight onto the alcohol, well, I'm sorry, you're probably not going to see the results that you want to see. Unless, for whatever fucking reason, you've got the 0.01% of genetics where it just has no effect. But highly unlikely, based on all the data that we have collected over the years working with our clients. So alcohol is a bit of a motherfucker when it comes to losing body fat. Now, totally up to you. If you want to keep it in there and see very, very, very slow progress, by all means, go crazy. But the ladies that I work with, they want to see good progress and regular progress. And here's the thing. Why are you drinking alcohol in the first place? Most people go, oh, it's just to relax. It's to, to switch off. Well, all alcohol is an escape. It's an escape from how you feel. It's an escape from your environment. It's an escape from stress. It's an escape from anxiety. It's an escape from grief. All it is, it's giving you respite from something that you're going through. And when you have respite from something that you're going through, you don't actually solve the problem. You're just getting relief from the problem. So for a lot of people, the stress that they have in their life is causing them to drink. And when they drink, they feel better. But then when they stop drinking, the stress returns. So is it a smart option to just not confront what's actually going on in your life and just mask up how you feel and get escape from those feelings? Or is it worth having a couple of really tough conversations, straightening out a couple of things and getting past this? Because by avoiding what is going on, you are actually hurting yourself. You're hurting your progress, you're hurting your body, and you're staying in that situation. And I get some situations are really fucking awful, but the alcohol is not the solution. The solution is solving the original thing that is causing you to want to get relief from whatever the fuck it is. So, a lot of our clients have been in this situation. Weight loss isn't just weight loss. Some people it's alcohol, some people it's food, some people it's drugs, some people it's not eating. It's getting relief from something, gaining control in a different way. And a big part of coaching is to help people get from where they are right now to where they want to be. And you might not know how to get exactly where you want to be. And here's the thing, you don't need to know all the answers. Nobody in the world knows the answer to everything. Why should you know the answer to everything in your life as well? I'm really good at a couple of things, and I'm really bad at most things. And that's normal. That's how it should be. You can't be a master of everything. Jack of all trades, master of none. That's not how you want to be. You want to be really good at a couple of things. And unless you want to be a weight loss coach, why would you want to spend all your spare time researching and learning about losing weight, and then once you've lost the weight, you're moving past it? Like, it seems like a real big waste of time to be learning about weight loss when you just want to lose weight and keep it off and never go back there again. So it's a very short period of your time. Go get a coach, reach out to someone, go get help. Like, it's actually their job. Unless you want to be a weight loss coach as your fucking job, career, and business, this probably shouldn't be something you should be spending a lot of time on. You should be paying somebody who actually wants to do this as a full-time job to solve your problems. And that way you can go focus on the more important things to you in your life. It might be your career, your hobbies, you might have a side hustle, or whatever the fuck, who the fuck knows. So if you're like, that actually makes a lot of sense, and maybe I am barking up the wrong tree here, great, reach out. Jump on Instagram, hit us up, Josh Humphris, apply for the program. If you see our ads, click on the ads, have a listen, hit learn more, talk to the team, book a call. It's as simple as that. It's not a complicated process. Coaches are meant to make your life simpler, easier, and the results more effective compared to you doing it by yourself. Like that just makes total sense. Like, if it's not your wheelhouse, and it is someone else's wheelhouse, go jump in their wheelhouse, and they're going to give you a simpler, easier, more effective path and approach than maybe you could do yourself. That's what I do for every problem I have in my life. I'm not going to sit there and try learn someone else's full-time job and career on YouTube. I'm just going to go pay them to be like, hey, you've obviously put the time, energy, and effort into this and have got the results for other people. Show me how you do it. Give me the fucking shortcut and the cheat codes, rather than me spend years to try to figure something out that someone's already done it. It just makes no sense. So go get the help. Reach out. Me, someone else, I don't care. Go get the coaching, solve the problem, have some wins. All right, team, go kick some goals, and I'll catch you in the next one.